What editing entails? Broadcast or podcast. Some DJs broadcast their episodes live, where listeners hear it once at a designated time. If the content is recorded during the broadcast, it can be saved and uploaded to a site as a podcast. That way, anyone can hear the episode anytime from multiple locations. These live broadcasts turned podcasts are often not edited, preferring the live feel. However, you can edit these files just like any pre-recorded sound file. What do you mean, editing? An unedited sound file, either of music or spoken word, will always include elements that sound incomplete or unpolished. Editing a file ensures that the content sounds smooth and polished. Podcast elements. Speaking of elements, each episode might include these to help listeners navigate the episode: an introduction, the topic, an extra or wrap-up, public service announcements or PSAs, and breaks for host and topic IDs.
Basic sound and video editing.
Some editing software suggestions. Edit sounds in Audacity or Reaper. If you recorded in Zoom, download an FFmpeg file to edit the resulting MP4 or convert the files from MP4 to MP3 using Switch Sound File Converter, Windows only. Edit video files in CyberLink Power Director. For more information on software options, see Module 7. Noise reduction. To make a noise file more professional, start with a process called noise reduction. Noise reduction reduces most of the background white noise and some of the unintended noises people make when they speak, like catching your breath or saying tsk, so your sibilants and your plosives. Fade in and fade out. Do a quick fade in at the beginning of each separate segment and a quick fade out at the end. This way, every time you weave pieces together, they blend smoothly. Unique name. Saving all edited files under a unique name. Use something descriptive of the content, e.g. intro _ maps we carry _ 2023.mp3. If there are properties to fill in, include the word final. Editing video file. With a video file, you're editing both sight and sound, which can be cumbersome. Forget the noise reduction and fade-in process. Focus on removing unintended sounds and images. Otherwise, the file might appear disconnected. Some caveats. Don't overdo it. Place boundaries in advance on what you'll edit and keep it simple. This bears repeating, and we're going to say it lots. Use unique names. Save all edited files under a unique name, e.g. intro _ maps we carry _ 2023.mp3.
Advanced sound editing. Here are some ideas for editing a podcast. Idea 1. Remove empty words, ums and ahs, unintended filler content, like, as well as to, kind of like, sort of, those empty words that you don't really need. Or idea 2. If an idea has been expressed multiple ways, pick the best one and remove the others. Idea 3. Compression makes your voice stand out if your voice levels are uneven or you turn away from the mic. Compression reduces loud sections so you sound evenly loud across words and sentences. Idea 4. Normalize each segment or the entire file. Normalizing causes each segment to play at roughly the same volume. Your audience shouldn't have to readjust their volume. And idea 5. Remove any long periods of silence or dead air, which might confuse listeners. Imperfect is perfect, so don't be afraid to air a less than perfect sound file, because sometimes the imperfections are endearing to the listener.
Editing services. Contracting out. You could Contract out to another podcaster. They might be willing to assist or train others. Local campus and community radio station. Yours may provide this service for a fee. Software like Treble. Some software creates and edits transcripts, reduces noise, and enhances your voice.
Building an episode. Basic elements of a podcast, whether it's spoken word or mostly musical selections. Podcast episodes usually have 5 elements in this order. Number 1, an intro. Number 2, first half of the content. 3, midpoint segue. 4, second half of the content. And 5, an extra. Note, if you're airing through a station, your midpoint segue will probably include PSAs, and possibly the end as well. Building a podcast, step 1 and 2. Import all the basic elements of your episode into the building software, e.g. Audacity, in the correct order. Ensure that each element fades in at the beginning and fades out at the end so they fit together smoothly. Building an episode, step 3. Save the entire file with a unique name. Told you we'd be doing this several times. The common format is showname_date.mp3. For example, maps we carry _January 23rd.mp3.
Oh, everyone's got stories to tell.